Hello there. Extremely happy to be in touch with you on the second day of the new year. I hope the first day went well. Normally, in the new year, many of us make some resolutions. One of the important resolutions is about health, be it with respect to the exercise which we have to do, or be it with respect to the diet. So, I was wondering what would be the views of our scriptures about the diet, about the food. Accordingly, today the posting would be on our scriptural views on the food. I am going to deal with Chandogya Upanishad and Bhagavad Gita. I have taken 2 verses from Chandogya Upanishad and 3 verses from Bhagavad Gita dealing with the food. Okay, the Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 6, section 5, verse 1. Annam ashitam treda vidiyate tasya yah stavishtah dhatuhu tat purisham bhavati yah madhyamah tat mamsam bhavati yah anishtah tat manah bhavati. Annam ashitam, ashitam annam, the food, taken food, the eaten food. Treda vidiyate, it's divided, it becomes divided into 3 parts. What are they? Yaha stavishtah, the grossest ingredient, the grossest portion, dhatu ingredient, tat purisham bhavati, that becomes the excreta, the stool. Okay, the gross portion of the food becomes the stool. We excrete that, right? That becomes, it's a waste part, the gross part of the food, any food. Then yaha madhyamaha tat mamsam bhavati, the middle portion becomes mamsam, flesh, but it means the nutrients, it becomes the nutrients, it gives the energy. The assimilated food becomes the energy. And yaha anishtah tat manah bhavati, the subtlest part of the ingredient, subtlest ingredient becomes the mind. See, very, very important. The mind is made of the food we eat. So we need to be very careful what we eat. It not only gives the energy and also we excrete, the waste part we excrete, but our mind is made up of the food we eat. So we need to be very choosy and careful. Okay? So Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 6, section 5, 1. Now Chandogya Upanishad, chapter 6, section 5, 2. Apaha pitaha treda vidiyante tasam yaha stavishtah dhatuhu tat mutram bhavati yaha madhyamah tat lohitam bhavati yaha anishtah saha pranaha bhavati. Apaha pitaha, the water that which we drink, when drunk, the water when drunk, it becomes divided into 3 parts. The gross part becomes the urine. Okay. Tasam ya stavishtah. Stavishtah dhatu means the gross ingredient. Gross part of the ingredient becomes mutram bhavati. It becomes urine. Yaha madhyamah tat lohitam bhavati. Lohitam means blood. The middle part, the middle portion of the ingredient, water, becomes blood. And the subtlest part of the water becomes prana. We need to understand the meaning here. It becomes prana means the prana is not made of water. Because first is akasha, from akasha to vayu, vayu to agni, agni to water, water to earth. So from water only from vayu only the water comes. But what does it mean here is, the vayu, the prana, to remain in our body and to do their function, water is required. If the water is very less dehydrated, then the prana cannot do their functions, be it digestion, be it circulation, whatever the 5 type of physiological functions we know. So water is very, very important. So Chandogya Upanishad say that very clearly about the food and what does it become. especially it becomes the subtle portion becomes the mind, and the water is very important for to have a proper energy and physiological functions. Okay, so so we know we need to hydrate ourselves adequately with pure water. Okay, this is about two verses from Chandogya Upanishad. Now Bhagavad Gita talks about, what a sattvic person and what a rajasic person and tamasic person, what type of food they like and what are their effects. So, chapter 17, verse 8 talks about sattvic person's food and their effect, and the 9th verse talks about rajasic person's food and their effect, and 10th verse talks about tamasic person's food. So, now 17.08 Ayuhu Sattva Bala Arogya Sukha Preeti Vivardanaha Rasyaha Snigdaha Stira Hridyaha Aharaha Satvika Priyaha. Satvika Priyaha. The food liked by sattvic person. What are they? What type of food they are? What do they do? They say Ayuhu. Vivardanaha means it increases. Ayuhu means the length of life. It increases the length of our life. Sattva, it increases the purity. The food is full of very pure food. Then Bala, it gives strength. It increases the strength. Arogya, it gives good health. Sattvic food. Sukha, joy, it gives joy. And Preeti, cheer, it makes you, it's cheerful. Vivardanaha means it increases that. And what are the effects? Appetizing, rasyaha, appetizing. Snigdaha, oily, greasy, ghee, butter, clarified butter. All that are sattvic type of food. Stira, sustains the body very well. And hridyaha means pleasing taste, pleasing flavor. Okay, especially all sweet items. Aharaha, these foods, satvika priyaha, is liked by sattvic people. Next one talks about rajasic person is their food and their effects. Katuhu, amlaha, lavanaha, ati ushnaha, tikshnaha, rukshaha, vidahinaha, aharaha. Rajasasya, ishtaha, dukkha, shokaha, ayamaha, pradaha. What type of food? Katu, bitter type taste. Amla, sour. Lavana, salty. Ati ushnaha, very hot. Tikshnaha, pungent, sharp. Rukshaha, dry. Vidahinaha, burning. Aharaha, these type of foods are classified under rajasic food. Rajasasya ishtaha, it's liked by rajasic person. Dukkhaha, what are their effect? Dukkhaha, negative effect. Shokaha, grief, because after eating it gives a lot of discomfort. Ayamaha, diseases, it gives diseases. Pradaha, it gives. So, it talks about rajasic type of food. Now, tamasic type of food. Yatayamam, gatarasam, puti, paryashitam, cha yat, uchishtam, api cha, amedyam, bhojanam, tamasapriyam. Yatayamam, stale food. Gatarasam, tasteless food. Puti, foul. Paryashitam, rotten type. Uchishtam, leftovers. Amedyam, impure. Bhojanam, food. Tamasic type of food. So we, depending upon the nature of our work, if you are a warrior type of person, your food need will be different. If you are a knowledge worker, the food need will be different. And if your work involves a lot of physical work, then the type of food you need is different. So we need to understand what is our nature of job and what is our tendencies, inherent tendencies. Accordingly, we need to decide the proportion of the food. The Bhagavad Gita talks about the various type of foods and their effects. It is for us to choose which type, depending upon the effect, we want. So these 5 verses are very useful for us to select the type of food we need. And and lead a very healthy and intelligent way of life. Okay, so I hope you will find this very useful. Thanks for this opportunity.